This is Will.
This is Alex.
Welcome back to another episode of They Mostly Come Out of Me. Hello, everyone. That's right. We back.
That's right.
You got us on.
That's right.
You got us on Tuesday. You got us today.
You got us today.
So we're
still
back
have
for
a
another
regularly scheduled program.
Exactly. Yeah. We know. Listen, we sometimes fail, and that's okay.
And sometimes
because we have like 300 episodes to listen to.
Yeah,
so you'll be just fine.
There's
I
a
promise
lot of
you.
content.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
And tonight we have a doozy for you.
Listen,
A doozy.
One of you
will be very
Mind you,
happy.
This is after you like, follow, subscribe.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of
In
course.
all your...
After you like, follow, subscribe, drop a comment of we do requests every 5 episodes, so get those in.
Or if you just have something you want to get off your chest.
Yeah, you can just talk to us. That's fine.
Yeah.
We're here for that.
Or,
I mean, just tell us how you feel about if you've watched any of the movies that we watch on here, just let us know.
Or if you have a not so kind comment, we will more than gladly feature you.
Yeah.
Because we have done that.
We have.
We get some nice laughs out of that.
Thankfully, we haven't had too many crazy comments lately.
No.
We have a pretty good small community of really talented people that are orbiting our podcast right now, and I'm kind of enjoying it.
It's all true.
We have a small conglomerate of 600 people that listen to the podcast, and everyone respects each other, and we're all horror fans, and
what a concept.
we like horror music, we like horror cryptid shit,
spooky shit.
Yeah. We just like spooky shit, and that's okay. I like our community now. So please don't do anything to ruin that, but if you do, you are going to be put on blast.
Yeah, I do enjoy it.
It is hilarious.
I do get joy out of certain shenanigan nonsense that people say. Yeah.
Well, we had that weird guy with the woman getting beer poured all over her.
Psycho from Texas.
Had a mental breakdown.
That we didn't like the movie.
Saying that we were feminists or something like that.
You snowflakes.
How dare you?
You don't understand cinema.
How dare you not understand my favorite movie that no one has seen ever? Anyway, as it stands, we have a really good community. So I'm okay with it.
One of you will be very happy.
Yeah, because we finally did a movie that you have requested twice now.
At least twice. One of you, Mr. Benjamin, you requested Bad Dreams, and little did you know, I had this movie planned. It was in the pipeline for a long time. And guess what? Tonight, you got it.
Tonight's the night.
I held off, on watching this on my own for a very long time because I knew one day it would be on here. And guess what?
Here it is. You will have it and you will love it.
You will have it and you will love it.
And I really did love it, actually. I thought this was a really good, really, really good movie.
This was a really good movie.
I would say this is one of those ones where the reason I'm saying this now is because I want you to go watch it before. If you have not seen Bad Dreams, go watch it before you listen to our review, because this will probably be a rambler.
Yes.
And we're just going to talk about what we liked about the movie and all that stuff and in all its glory.
Yeah, the stuff that really appealed to us.
Because I really liked it too. And that's all I'll say for now before we get into it. But please go watch this movie. It deserves some love. It's a 1988 film that I have seen on many lists of good 80s horror movies.
I've seen this come up a lot.
But I have never watched it myself.
Yeah.
Probably for the same reasons, but I mean...
Because it is kind of
a lower rated,
B-movie.
Unknown, B horror movie, but I don't think it deserves that moniker.
Kind of Nightmare on Elm Street adjacent for the reasons I'll get to.
That is one of the main reasons I love it so much, because if you know me, you know that I love Dream Warriors, and this has a very similar... not It's not exactly the same story beats, obviously, but it has a similar
There's a similar tone
to
kind
it,
of.
and kind of a similar themes,
Yeah.
which I really like. So please go watch it. But here is our review and our breakdown, I guess, of Bad Dreams.
So I am a big fan of stuff, media, movies, whatever.
Yeah.
That deal with like cults.
Me too.
Death cults.
And I love how it drops you right into the cult.
Yeah.
Like there's no time wasted. This is an hour and 25-minute movie.
Yeah.
They don't waste a single second of this movie. Because I love how it starts like right as they're getting into like the suicide pact. He's pouring gasoline all over him.
Yeah.
You know, you think it's water, but it's actually gasoline.
Yeah. He's all going on and on about how weird, joining man and woman, eternal love, father, son, blah, blah, blah.
Well, immediately you can see that she's uncomfortable. Like our main...
There's one person in there who's kind of like...
She's younger. She doesn't want to do it. And one of the guys is... I like how the guy even says, like, oh, you don't have to do it.
And the guy's like, no.
No, you have to.
The main guy is like, yes, you do.
Absolutely you do. Because this is a suicide pact. And then, of course, flames...
House goes on fire.
Like flames engulf the entire house, and then it explodes because it's a miniature, and I love a good miniature blow up. Okay, it's amazing. It's great. It looks incredible, and then you get into your movie, and that's how the movie literally starts, and it just kicks everything off.
Yeah, and it's this.
I do also appreciate the rest of the movie just takes place in the hospital.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because
it's a very isolated movie, and I think that's on purpose. Yeah,
they do a lot with it.
Well, and it's a big hospital, but they do a lot with it, and like it's the reason we bring up that it's kind of like Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
So I guess let's go over the similarities here.
Yeah, so
one.
Like huge trauma. She is in a group full of
misfits.
Well, it's a group for people with borderline personality disorder, and they're all like kind of crazy. Like I hate to say crazy, but they're kind of
different
in
flavors.
their psychosis, and there's like different flavors, right? Yeah, because you have like the young guy who pretends to be the psychiatrist at first, and
he self-harms,
and he's like the loose cannon of the group. Then you have like the couple that's not supposed to be a couple, but they're a couple.
Yeah,
like there's an older woman,
outbursts of aggression,
like a middle-aged man, and then you have like the misunderstood like woman that's like trying to like support everyone.
They're talking about the smoker.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's big on like conspiracy theories and like...
Yeah, but then she also wants everyone to like just be like part of the group and wants to help people. And then you have like the super quiet one that won't talk at all.
She says she says she has like a gaping hole where her heart was, and the main character's like story about the cult kind of like it has a big effect on her.
And then you have our predictor, like our
harbinger of doom.
Yeah, our harbinger who just
when you kind of realize by the end that everything she says is true.
Right. Well, because she keeps saying cryptid stuff about the cult leader and like everything we know now who she was actually talking about. But
they're all, it's because just like Dream Warriors, it's this group of misfits. And Dream Warriors are all like teenagers. Here it's kind of like mixed ages, but they're all kind of, I guess, they didn't fit into society.
Well, no, it's also kind of crazy how it's almost like Nightmare on Elm Street 2, because every time she sees because she has hallucinations of the cult leader. I mean, again, at the end of the movie, you know who she's actually seeing. But she has hallucinations of the cult leader, and he's always... At a certain point, it turns into him like just having a burned face.
Yeah, because
like Freddy Krueger.
Yes.
So there's another
similarity. Who was also burned.
Yeah. So he like taunts her. He tells her... He's basically like creating a suicide pact with the people of the group. Is what she's thinking. Her perception of it is she's making these people commit suicide.
Because she won't.
Yeah.
Because he's like... She's the last survivor.
Right. And
so he's like coming and being like, hey... like join us, or I will take your friends.
Yeah, like if you don't do this, then I will take your friends away from you.
The other big one, I think this is how I first found out about this movie, is the main actress was in Dream Warriors.
Yes.
Yes, she was the one who turns into the like Mohawk punk rocker chick in the Dream. She's the main character in this. So like that's like unavoidable.
Yeah, exactly.
When you look at that. But yeah, the main guy, the cult leader, he's like burned and he's the kind of the sinister presence.
Right, exactly.
So to speak, through the movie. And also the title, kind of unavoidable too.
Right, exactly.
It's called Bad Dreams.
Bad Dreams, and
it's kind of like you would, because what's the big franchise at the time?
Well, right, and I guarantee that was on purpose, obviously, but like because they're trying to capitalize on that.
Which I would say, I think the title kind of does it a disservice.
I think it's a little misleading because they're not really dreams because they're hallucinations.
Yeah, she hallucinates.
They're not like she goes to sleep and then dreams about this guy attacking her.
Yeah.
She's
awake.
And it happens just randomly.
Yeah.
I mean, you know at the end of the movie why it's happening randomly and who it actually is, because it's manifesting as someone
with an
in the
incredible scene involving a car and opera music.
Yes. But yeah, no, I love the similarities. I think it's awesome to see inspiration from Dream Warriors.
Because it's similar, but it's also very
it doesn't follow
different.
The same story beats at all. I mean, it's not like it's some supernatural entity, and ultimately at the end, it's not supernatural.
And that's the big thing, is because it is very much slasher adjacent, if you want to call it.
Yeah.
But there is that big mystery through the movie.
It's like I guess at the end of the movie, you could call it like a self-harm slasher.
Well, it's still a slasher, but it's just like most slashers, you know who the killer is.
So,
we know.
With that being said, should we go over the deaths in the movie? Because you have the quiet one, right?
Yes.
So
she's really because basically there's a scene where they're all in the group
showers,
session.
Yeah.
Well, they're in the group session, and our main character, they ask her like, "What do you remember?" And she just says their like beliefs.
Well, they're all about love and peace and prosperity. And if
we can just love each other and be together.
The cult is called Unity, so that's what they're all about, is unity and peace.
And she says all this stuff, and the quiet one is like, because one of the guys is like, that's stupid.
The loose cannon is, that's stupid, who wants that? And then the quiet one is like, no, it's beautiful, and it's not stupid.
And she's really drawn to it.
Yes.
She's really like, this is like, I have, she has no, they say that she has no guidance in life. She feels like she has no purpose. So when our main character says this, she feels like, hey, this is something I can believe in.
Right. And so she tries to connect with our main character. They're in the showers, and she goes up to her and it's like, hey, if you ever need a friend, and the main...
Like what you said really, like, it really affected me.
And I
agree with all of it.
And if you need a friend and you need someone to talk to, and she's like, all my friends are dead.
Yeah.
All my friends are that, and like she upsets the quiet one because she's trying to connect with her, and she rejects her. She
keeps getting like almost like a headache.
Yeah.
And then she's like, just leave me alone. Just go away.
Yeah. So so the quiet one walks away, and she goes into the pool, and the hallucination starts of the baptizing.
I really like how this is done, because she's sitting in this locker room, and it's all steamed. It's all steamed up, right? And she kind of looks back, and it's like you can't see the wall of the locker room because there's so much steam, and you see like candles.
Yeah.
And it keeps panning through that.
It kind of reminded me of a movie I watched recently that had this kind of scene. Have you seen The Ritual?
Yes.
Where the gas station turns in, like the forest turns into the gas station.
Yeah.
Like that was really well done.
Yeah.
And it's kind of this almost kind of a similar transition, because it goes from the locker room to outside of the the cult house.
Yeah, it's like they're all holding candles and stuff.
Yeah.
And lanterns, and it's a baptism
In a river.
and the guy's he's doing a baptism, and it's our main character, and he's like dunking her head in the water, and he keeps going, and then she turns into the quiet girl.
Yep, and you see her getting drowned in the pool,
And he drowns her in the river or whatever.
Yeah, or in the hydrotherapy pool,
And she like snaps out of it because she hears a scream,
and she runs into the pool room,
and she's dead.
yeah, she's dead.
So that actually, what she saw in her hallucination happened.
And that kind of kicks off a huge chain reaction, because we get so many deaths in a row after this. Because this is where like the second act starts, where it just like everything happens after this. Mm-hmm. Because up until this, we've just building up of like her like going through therapy, trying to decipher what's hallucination, what's real, saying that she doesn't really connect.
Because they're trying to get her to also remember what happened.
She doesn't really connect with anyone in the group either, though, and she doesn't really think she needs to be there.
Yeah.
She doesn't think she's crazy, right? And, they're trying to figure out, like, where she can go, like, what family she has.
Yeah, she has nobody.
And trying to figure out, like, again, because the detective keeps coming in and wanting to know what happened in the fire, because he wants to crack the case.
Because nobody really knows.
Yeah. No one knows what happened. All they know is it was a house fire.
Until she gets a mid-therapy session hallucination where she sees basically everything that leads to it.
Which is insane.
She sees...
I guess we'll talk about that right now.
Yeah, after he pours all the gasoline on everybody, he lights a match, and everyone's like, staring at him all elated, and then he throws the match down, and you just see everybody, like women, children...
You hear like a baby crying, and it's just really fucked up.
Everyone lights on fire, and he's like on fire, and he's all burned up.
When he's like, "You betrayed us," because she's not on fire, and she gets blasted out of the room
because there's a bunch of gasoline cans.
Like an updraft of the gasoline explosion, and she gets blasted out of the room, and like some rubble kind of buries her but protects her from the rest of the house.
Which is how she ends up surviving.
And
so she tells, the detective that.
Yeah.
And he's still and the detective thinks that she might be involved.
Right.
But they're like, okay, well.
Well, because the story keeps evolving, right?
Yeah.
So he has no idea, like, how she's doing it, but he thinks that she just went crazy and, like, helped the cult leader kill all those people.
Yeah.
And then survived because she didn't want to do it herself.
Yeah.
Next death scene is the smoking woman.
She is, because our main character keeps hallucinating and seeing this cult leader, and he keeps showing up, looking like transitioning between his normal face and his burned up face, and being like, "Join me, my child. Like, come to me, child." And she tells the smoking woman this, and she's like, "You know what? I believe you."
She's like, "Before I got in here, I was a reporter, and I'm gonna tell your story."
She mentioned, like someone mentioned earlier, like you wrote for like one of those Bigfoot has baby with local woman type newspapers.
Just some weird conspiracy theory news rag. And because she even brings that up, she's like, everyone thinks it's a rag, but I believe the stuff I write about.
And he's like, she's saying like, you need to get out of here.
Well, and she's also saying like, we need to get out of here because if I break your story, I'll be famous.
Yeah, because she says my publicist or the editor of the newspaper, he told me like I'll have a job, and if I tell him your story, he'll give me an advance and I'll share it with you.
Well, and she's like, I know it's a little selfish, but I do want to tell your story.
Yeah.
So she goes to, I can't remember where she's going in the scene. I think they're just going back to their rooms or something. But she gets in the elevator and you see the cult leader
right
behind her. And so she runs to try and get to her, and you see her bag trapped in the elevator. She picks it up and tries to look for the friend. And the friend throws herself out of the window.
She throws herself out of a window and dies.
Mm-hmm.
And she's telling everybody it was him, it was the cult leader. Everyone's saying, okay, but she was, she's in here because she had multiple suicide attempts.
Right.
Like, it's tragic, but it's not that crazy.
Well, and pretty much all the people in there have had some sort of mental illness and have like self-harmed or like tried to commit, like unaliving, basically.
So it's not too out of unexpected.
And they can't really blame the woman because she's like around them, yes, but they've found the like fingerprints and things aren't adding up.
Yeah.
These things are happening around her, but there's no proof to say that she did them. And so the next one is the couple.
The two.
Because you see the nurse give like the older woman like the meds.
Everyone gets lots of meds, Will.
And I know. And then the other one comes in and takes his meds.
Yep.
And there it is.
And there's a really cool scene where the doctor who like cares about our main character, he's in the room with her and he's talking to her, and there's this little like desk mirror kind of, and in the mirror you see the reflection of that couple walking down the hallway together, like holding hands.
Because they started making out on the bed, and then he's like, I have a place I know a place. No one will go. Yeah.
And they see them walking down the hallway, and then right behind them is the cult leader.
The cult leader, yep.
So she freaks out, and, the guy, again, he's telling her, like...
He's like, these aren't real. Like,
he's dead.
Yeah, like, probably not the correct way to, talk to someone in full psychosis.
But you have to, like...
It's a movie. It's fine.
Well, she's manifesting her trauma or whatever. Excuses.
Exactly.
But because
they go into like this like the AC room or something something like that, and there's a big turbine fan,
a gigantic turbine fan, and they drink some liquor.
Yeah, they drink some liquor and they like kneel next to the fan. They look at it and you can tell something's a little like fucked up with them.
Yeah,
like you're not sure what, but like something's wrong. They just look at the fan.
And there's a shot of like them just framed right up against this fan, and then they kiss and they look right at it.
Yeah.
And then the power goes out.
Yep. So they're all looking for them, and they're looking for ways to turn back on the power, and the maintenance guy is like, what? There's something in the turbine room.
Something's stuck in the turbines.
And so he can't open the door, so he goes into like a shaft, and there's like a little hatch, and he has to try and pry it open. But he can't get it open, and he's like, what the fuck is going on? And you see the hatch handle turn a little bit.
Just slightly.
And then blood starts dripping onto his glasses.
And then it comes fully open, and just gallons of blood.
Yep, like
and
a
body
hand
parts.
Drops out, a tongue drops out.
Yeah.
A fucking tongue, of all things. And then the turbines kick back on, and it just sprays everyone under the AC ducts like with blood.
Everyone gets sprayed with blood. And, what...
Because you also see the cult leader in the vents.
Yeah.
Because she's talking to him, and she's like, why are you doing this?
And he's like,
come join us. You have to join us.
And she's like, where is so-and-so?
Right.
He's like, you didn't listen to me, so...
He's like, they're with us.
Yeah, they're with us now. You didn't listen.
You didn't listen, so now they're here.
And everyone's got their excuses.
Right.
That they were drinking. They drank a lot. They've also self-harmed.
Right.
It's just a crazy accident.
Coincidence that she just happens to be next to them, but
she's there all the time. Yeah. She's somehow there all the time.
Right. And so the detective is like, listen, I think that she is guilty.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring her in for questioning, and the doctor's like, no, we're going to put her in isolation because he wants something to do with her too.
Yeah. There's like this main older doctor.
It's like the head doctor of all of the psych ward.
Yeah.
And he wants to keep her for observation in the isolation chambers, and so he puts her in isolation, and he fires the head psychiatrist.
This is after the guy. Yeah, this is after the loose cannon guy.
Yeah, because the loose cannon guy comes to her and is like, "I want to show you something. I need to show you something."
Self harms.
Yes, because he
He
like
shoves a knife through his hand.
He holds a knife and puts his other hand on top of it and slams it down.
Yeah.
And he's like excited to show her something, right?
Yeah.
So they go into like this document room,
This like basement,
and
with all these
he is like
documents.
having like full psychotic like break, right? He is just full blown insane
Smashing
style,
light bulbs.
just smashing everything, throwing papers everywhere, not understanding where he is, not like he's very disoriented too, and he's just going like absolutely nuts. And so he's like, I have to show you something, and then he like tips over like shelves and stuff, and he's like, why were we here? Oh, I have to show you something, but he doesn't really show her anything. And so the detective and the two doctors walk down, and she runs into them
as he's
and
harming, like cutting himself with these.
he has these two scalpels.
Yeah.
And the detective is like, drop the knives, and he's like, these aren't knives, these are beautiful
Fine surgical instruments.
And he stabs both of them into his abdomen and basically commits like seppuku.
Yeah.
Like with them.
And dies.
Yeah.
And then that's when the detective's like, listen, I don't know, like something's up with this girl, and even
that's when he decides that she needs to go. He needs to bring her in because there's something going on because everyone is dying around her.
And she is losing her marbles at this point. Like, she is fully like, I mean, it's okay, I'll go.
She's like, fully disconnected.
You tried to help me, but it's okay, I'll
fully
go.
disconnected, fully like giving in to the hallucinations.
Her fate, what she thinks her fate
And she's
is.
basically like, okay, fine. The cult leader's going to kill everyone around me. I'm just going to accept it.
And there's this really cool scene where they're like, this hospital has like a hallway that's like almost looks like a greenhouse, where there's just it's like all glass, and there's just trees everywhere, and it's just a shot of them walking through it, and then they cross behind a tree, and then it cuts to this cop and this nurse leading her from the hallway. It cuts to them in like a field, and now they're going back to the cult house. So it's like she's accepting.
Yeah, she's accepting him and accepting the suicide pact that she has to give in to. And so they lead her in there, and she's in the isolation, and the psychiatrist guy he says, we shouldn't be doing this. Like, we need to keep her. Like, she needs people. Like, if she's isolated, she'll hurt herself, basically. Yeah,
she'll regress more into.
And then the doctor's like, you're fired, basically. He's like, you can just pack your things.
Because he says basically that she would actually be better off with police custody. Yeah. And then that's when.
Well, because he's like, I'll be her head doctor if you take her into custody, basically. And the police chief is like, okay, that's fine. And the main doctor is like, no,
you're fired.
Like, you're fired. And so he like picks up his stuff and he takes some he like steals some of the patient's medication,
which is supposed to be a downer.
Supposed to be like an antipsychotic downer. Yeah. And he like is freaking out in the parking lot.
He's got his like
damn it,
box of files.
What do you think is this mess? And like,
do you think this is calming?
And he like holds up the pill, and he's like, I just wrote a script for this, doctor, and then he swallows it.
And then he gets in his car. He sits in his car. After he's already like he like walks like to his car jittery.
I'm just gonna say this right now. This is my favorite scene of the entire movie. I love this scene. I think it's so good. It is like one of the only like actual like weird like hallucinogenic like murder dream sequences we get. So
because when it happens, it is so out of left field.
Well, and I love how it's probably purposely disorienting.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because that was the whole point.
Because he's pissed. Understandably pissed. And he walks to the car, like, pissed off. He's just on edge.
And he sees the head doctor walking to his car.
And the gears start turning. And you're like, Is he gonna?
You ever have an intrusive thought with like an asshole coworker or someone, and you're just like, you have that intrusive thought of like, maybe I could, and then you're like, no, like a split second later, you're just like, no, I'm not, no. Like you want to, but you don't, because intrusive thoughts, like for, quote unquote normal people, go away.
Yes.
Immediately. So anyway, he sees the doctor. He starts backing out as like classical music.
This opera starts playing.
I can't remember. I can't remember the opera, but it is.
It's famous.
It's a very famous piece that plays. And so he starts slowly inching towards the doctor, and the doctor sees him, and he revs his engine and starts driving.
Yes. You don't like my methods?
And he like ducks out of the way. He's like, okay, well, if you don't want me in the parking lot, like don't be.
You don't like my driving?
You don't like my driving? Don't be in the parking lot. And he like backs up, and then the main doctor is injured, and he sees the car again, and the guy starts driving full force into him, and he like slams him against the wall, and he's like, touchdown. And then he backs up, slams into him again. You see blood all over the windshield. He's
there's like this shot of like the car smashing into a dummy, and it smashes into this dummy, and then a bunch of blood just sprays onto the windshield as the guy is just like...
He makes some like weird comment.
Having a ball.
Yeah. He's just having the time of his life.
And he does it again. His whole windshield is covered in blood.
Yeah. And he wipes it off. He's like, ha ha.
And then you see gas like leaking out of the car.
And you see sparks from the idle engine, and then the whole car explodes.
And he snaps out of it.
And he's like, oh my God.
And he freaks out. He's like, okay, something's going on.
Well, because he's like, I shouldn't be having even that hallucination. So he like runs in, and he goes
to the pharmacy.
Yeah. And he breaks into the pharmacy, and then that's when you figure out that the head doctor has been giving them all like different meds.
To
like,
fuck them up.
Unsanctioned, like fucked up meds. Because he wants... The whole ploy is like he wants to convince the one woman that she is actually like having those hallucinations.
Yes.
And wants to prove that...
You can induce that, basically.
Yeah.
That you can control people like that.
You can control people through
that
hallucinations.
He's basically exactly the same as the cult leader in the beginning.
He's trying to control them through medication instead of...
To also kill themselves.
Yes.
So it's like the guy in the cult leader who, it's the same thing. He wants control, and it all leads to them killing themselves. And it's the same thing with the doctor. He wants control. What does it lead to? They kill themselves.
Yep.
Except in different ways.
Exactly. Because he like messes them up. He gives like the people who should have downers uppers. He gives them like unregulated drugs, just random drugs, because the pharmacist knows all of the drugs. I love the scene where he's also like, this is like unfiltered, like pure THC oil. Like you can get like all of LA high on this, and then the doctor like runs out to like go save the woman, and you just see the pharmacist like look around and like
he slips it into his pocket,
stow away the THC. I love it. It's so great.
Then this is where the woman who was basically warning our main character whole movie, she's just being cryptic and saying warnings. He's gonna come for you. You have to be prepared. You can't let him take you.
This shot is so cool because she's like holding her doll, and you see a bottle of poison next to her.
And it's all like one shot.
And
she just sits there, she hugs her doll.
And you see a shadow cast over her, like a man's shadow.
I knew you'd come. Like, but you know what? You can't have me. And I warned her too. She knows you're coming.
Yep.
And then she drinks the
poison.
Yeah, I don't even know what it was. It was like...
It's like some...
It's said... I know it said it in the movie because you saw the bottle.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
It's like some sort of acid. So she kills herself. And that's when the the doctor warns our main character. He tells her what's going on.
Yeah.
But she's still,
Well, she's still like in her delusion because she's again at this point accepted that she is going to finish out the pact that she had with Unity.
Yes.
And so Doctor storms in, and so he's like it's not real, like don't like, and then you see the head doctor behind him.
You see like the outline of him behind him, and she's like, no, he's already here. And he knocks the doctor out.
Yeah.
And he takes her up to the roof, and he keeps asking her, like, what do you
see?
She's like, I see my friends. And he's like, telling her basically,
yeah, like,
you want to do this.
You want to do
this.
Like,
you want to do this.
It'll be better if you do this, right?
You want to do this.
And so the psychiatrist wakes up. I can't remember anyone's name. And dude, I'm so fucking bad with like remembering names for movies. Like I hate it.
Listen, we've watched thousands of movies. Shit happens.
Yeah. Anyway, psychiatrist goes up to the roof and sees her like about to jump, and she jumps, and you see her like hurtling towards the ground, but he catches her.
Yeah.
And the head doctor is like, no, like, what do you see? Like, you have to go through with this. And he's like, no, like, see him for what he really is and stuff like this.
And yeah, she's like, I have people waiting for me. And he tells her, like, they're all dead.
Yeah.
Like, they all died because of this guy. And
he's like trying to pull her up, but she needs to, like, grab onto his, like, on the ledge and stuff. And you see the main doctor get all pissed off.
He takes out a syringe,
starts stabbing the guy's hand with it to like have them both drop off the ledge. Police show up, and they're gonna arrest whoever.
They pull them up, and the bad guy doctor is like it's him. He did it all.
And like while distracting them, like steals a gun from one of the policemen.
Yeah.
And the psychiatrist is like, no, like he did it all. Look at my hand. Like he did all of this. And the head doctor is like wrongo or whatever, and like points his gun at his own head. And like the policeman's like, don't do it. And the psychiatrist is like,
no, you know what?
Do it.
Go ahead, do it.
And then he's like, you think I'm really going to do it? And then points at the psychiatrist.
And then the main girl.
Because while she was hanging there, she like kind of saw that it was like one and the same, where it was like the cult leader and the doctor were the same manipulator.
Yeah.
And so she pushes him off the ledge, and he falls into a car.
He falls into a car and dies. And then I love there's this shot after all this happens. The detective just kind of like shrugs and is like, ugh. Yeah. Like, man.
It's like, I'm getting too old for this shit, basically.
There's this look on his face of like, okay, this is insane.
Yeah, like,
whatever.
What the fuck just happened?
And, he leaves. We have like our final bazinga of the guy, the cult leader, crawling up the side of the building.
He reaches for her, and then
the guy tells her, it's not real, you'll be okay.
It's gone, and everything's fine now.
And they play
Sweet Child of Mine.
Sweet Child of Mine over the end credits, which is insane.
Incredible.
I mean, there's a lot of really, I don't know. There's a lot of really nice touches in this. Like at the end, when she jumps off the building, there's this shot of the camera going to the ground, and then it just cuts to her like laying somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it fades out, and she's back at the cult house. And she walks in, and the guy's on the top of the stairs, being like, come to me, my child. And she goes up there, and she has like this realization. That's when you cut back to him holding her on the roof.
I think the camera work is really good, and I think the transitions to like different locations is really cool, because like you said, that one where they're like it's like a greenhouse, and they go behind the tree, and then they're in the desert.
Yeah.
They like go from hospital. It's like seamless.
Yeah.
Like the way they cut that together. The editor, whoever edited this movie, was really cooking.
I also love.
I love the scene in the locker room when the candles like line up, and like it just. It's that weird, like, it's the locker room, but it's also outside.
But it's going out.
Like near a creek.
I also love the when he's rescuing her, when the doctor's rescuing her near the end, he breaks a fire alarm, and it like opens up every door in the isolation room, and
yeah,
you have that like constant blaring alarm, and there's this scene of him running through there, and everyone's like going crazy.
When all the orderlies are trying to like help the patients back into the rooms, and there's blare. It's just like chaos. It's all like confusion and chaos, and I know like the sound editing is really good. Like I said, whoever edited this movie,
or when he has his realization that everyone's basically had their drugs messed with.
Yeah,
it's like this. They do that like 360 shot, and it's just like you see like him like having that realization of everyone's been taking those drugs, everyone killed themselves.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy going from exorcism to this.
Really?
It is a little jarring. I'm not gonna lie.
I also like that. They don't, because they build that mystery because you don't really know.
Well, and I do
because they have that thing where with the couple, it's like they really show them like staring at that turbine, right. So it's like, well, maybe they walked into it. But there's other deaths where, well, I don't know.
Right. Well, because like in the drowning death, you see a hand holding her under, right?
Because she hallucinates him drowning her in the creek.
Well, because she doesn't actually, like, it looks like she doesn't want to die, right?
Yeah. So there's that, and like you don't see why the second woman jumps out the window. You just don't see it.
Right. And I like how it's like kind of ambiguous too. It's like, did they actually do it themselves, or did he assist in that?
The only one where it's like for sure is the loose cannon guy who actually, in full view of everybody, kills himself. Yeah. Which also throws you off because it's like,
and I love that.
Well, he's just crazy.
I really do. I don't mind, like, of course I don't mind like supernatural stuff. I like ghost stories and stuff. I kind of appreciated that this wasn't. But it kind of leaned towards the whole like it could be supernatural.
You don't know.
But at the end, it's like it definitely isn't. But like you don't
manipulating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like master manipulators, and like there's something to be said about like people who manipulate people,
manipulative people in power,
and like mental health, and stuff like that, and how like fragile they are to, and like how susceptible they are to that manipulation because like you can fuck with their meds and they go kind of batty, and so there's a lot to be said there. It's really well done. I thought it was really well made. Like
I love
the acting is very convincing.
Yes, I love the music.
Music's great. I mean, "Sweet Child of Mine" is one of my favorite songs.
Ending on that is great. I love the there's a scene where they play "My Way," the Frank Sinatra song, but it's the version by Sid Vicious.
Yes.
If you've ever seen Goodfellas, it's the song they end the movie on. That's in this. There's like every time they do the flashbacks to like the cult, they play like 70s psychedelic music.
Yep.
I don't know.
Well, and I like how they also, because like I said, the sound editing is really good because
it feels very modern. I don't know. The movie feels very modern.
Well, because at a certain point they even like use that 70s song that they play every time the houses.
Yeah.
But they like slow it down and reverb it and repeat like one word.
And it makes it sound almost
like I think it's like people
like
or
a trance. Yeah.
It does feel like a trance because they edit the actual music.
And it just gets more menacing.
To be like repetitive and very jarring and confusing. And I do appreciate, I don't know, I just appreciate all the work that went into it because it is from 1988, but it feels like a more modern movie.
There's lots of very interesting, like stylistic touches.
Oh yeah. I mean, and like, I don't know, like there's just like, I really like the editing in this movie.
And the other big thing, because, you know, if you're making a movie like this, like a slasher type movie where you got a bunch of people that are going to die, you do want to have characters that you enjoy. And I do like all the characters in this.
There's no, like, really even hateable character. Even the one that is, like, the loose cannon guy, he has, like, some of the most comedic lines in the movie.
Well, plus, like, he's not really... I mean, he harms himself.
Yeah, he doesn't really harm anyone else.
Yeah, he doesn't actually...
And that's the other important thing. None of them actually, like, hurt any of the orderlies or anything. Like, they're not violent people. And, again, like, it goes into the whole, like, mental health, like, fragility thing. But, you know, I guess that's a discussion for a different podcast. But I do like how they kind of did that. Like, they kind of, like, delved into some stuff that it's like it could have just been a slasher movie, but it's a lot more than that. It's a lot more than that. And I also love the cult aspect. Cult stuff is really cool to me.
I always like cult stuff. I mean, especially...
And of course, they name dropped Jonestown in this movie and everything, but...
Because early in the movie, they think it's just like a gas line that exploded.
Right.
But when she tells them, you know, that hallucination about him actually lighting the match, the cop's like, look at that. I knew it. It's
another
Jonestown.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. I really enjoyed this movie, and I thought it was really well done. I thought it was really well made. I don't know. There's not much more I can say about it than that. And like that's why I say it's like you should probably watch this for yourself, because this is another example of a movie that probably doesn't deserve to be on this podcast, but it's here.
Well, listen,
I'm glad we were able to watch it. I hope we glazed it enough for that person that recommended it.
He did like it. That person did say that they watched this a long time ago, and it really had a really big effect on them. I think they said they watched it when they were like younger, and they were curious what we would think of it.
Yeah.
So
I could see if like I watched this earlier, it probably would have, you know, because I mean at the time, let's see, like if I watched this around the time that I like fell in love with Dream Warriors, I think that would have like been huge. Yeah. Like my little brain would have been like my teenage brain would have been like, because that's when I watched like all the Nightmare on Elm Streets. Is when I was a little bit older, when my mom actually let me watch them.
I watched all of them. I know I blindly, without even caring, bought the entire collection and just went crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I've always loved Dream Warriors. I watched Dream Warriors before I watched the first one.
Understandable.
And, like, that's where, that's where it started. I just love it so much. And I don't know if it's because... I'm also a huge like Power Rangers fan, but I just love like a good like team up and like try and like
powers
team up and like with powers and trying to defeat the enemy,
defeat evil.
Yeah, like that's it's my bread and butter. I fucking love that shit, dude. So that's why like I was super into it, and I was just like, okay, this is my favorite one. This is the best one. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're all good. Well,
yeah,
some are relative or better than others.
We'll get to that.
But, like, even, like, the next one we're going to watch is Dream Master, which is really good. I like Dream Master a lot.
Be prepared for some serious glazing.
Yes. Dream Master is fucking awesome. But Dream Warriors is by far my favorite, and I think that's why I love this movie so much, is because it's different from Dream Warriors, of course, but it's very similar in ways, and I like that a lot. And it's, like, similar without being, like, rip-off.
Oh yeah,
you know, it's like it's its own thing. It's not a Nightmare on Elm Street at all. But I really do appreciate the subtle, like
the little similarities.
Yeah, the parallels between both of them are really really cool to me. So
I mean, yeah, if you watched Dream Warriors and you were like, what did this this one actress, what did she do? You can watch this.
Also, huge shout out. To this director, because he also directed
yeah, I have he directed The Craft.
He directed The Craft.
Well, the 90s modern witch movie.
which was also really awesome.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, I really like that movie, and if you like that movie, you'd probably like Bad Dreams because the style is all there.
I mean, I don't know. He clearly likes his teenage, I guess not even just teenage, but like misfits.
Like misfits and like angsty like protagonists and stuff like that.
People who don't fit into
like damaged people.
Yeah, they don't fit into society.
Yeah, exactly. And I like that too. I love themes like that. I really do. I am all here for like a good underdog story and a good
I love it.
Misfits, like breaking the status quo kind of thing. It's great. Let's get into Shitty to Pretty because I feel like we've glazed this movie enough. We're about to glaze it even more with Shitty to Pretty.
Yes.
Because we go for entertainment value for people who are new here. I mean,
listen.
Come on.
Well, Mr. Benjamin, unfortunately for you,
I don't know if Benjamin wanted us to hate it.
It's a 10 out of 10.
He said he loved it.
I know.
And we loved it too.
And listen, if you, Mr. Benjamin,
if you agree with us, please drop.
If you have been afraid to watch this again because you worry you won't like it, we're watching this with brand new eyes.
I would say it does feel like a modern movie. Like it really does.
Yeah.
Like if you're scared that your nostalgia
if you think this won't hold up to you, like we're watching this, neither of us has seen this. We both love it.
Well, it's like me watching Double Dragon, for instance, right? I thought I would love it.
It's a movie.
And I watch it, and I'm just like, oh.
It's no Mortal Kombat.
No, it's not.
Not everything can be.
I mean, I still like the action scenes. I can't lie. But
well, at least there's that.
And one of the actors doesn't even know martial arts, which is insane in a martial arts movie.
That's adorable.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We might, who knows? That might be on the podcast too, eventually.
Well, don't wish it into existence. Well,
I might, or like Warriors of Virtue. If you know, you know.
That's a special movie.
Yeah, that is a special movie. But there's like, if you're worried about nostalgia glasses, don't worry. It holds up very well. It aged like a fine wine. There's not anything that's like super dated in this. Like they don't use any like dated terms or anything. It's very mild on like the 80s aspect of it.
No, I mean
it's just like it's like a
it feels like an 80s movie.
It feels like an 80s movie, but they're not like
There's nothing
it's not so egregiously like tone deaf.
There's nothing like that. I don't know.
There's nothing that's like could be tone deaf to today's age. They don't like insult anyone. They don't like. There's nothing. They don't poke fun at like mental illness.
Unless
or
you're,
like
I don't know. Unless you're in a death cult, I guess.
Well, I mean, I guess if you're in a death cult, you probably wouldn't watch this movie anyway because it's very against death cults.
Yeah, how dare you?
How dare you be against death cults? Don't you know all they want is unity. All they want is
it's
love.
In the name, Will.
Okay. All you need is love. All you need is unity. Unity is what we want. Why is that a bad thing?
Yeah, what's the problem?
What's the problem? I mean,
it's in the name.
While we light everyone on fire.
It's like the People's Republic of China, you know?
Yeah, what's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, God, we are going to get bad comments on this one. Jesus Christ.
Look, it's in the name.
We're going to have to do a translated apology on this one, too?
Yes, Will.
I'm deeply sorry to the Republic of China.
I'm deeply sorry for my offhanded comments on our little micro podcast.
On our podcast that like literally no one of like super importance is. Well, no, you're important to me. Everyone listening, you're important to us.
We have musicians involved with this. Okay.
Yeah, very good musicians.
Very very big Canadian bands.
I love our Canadian bands that listen to this. Okay?
They are the biggest psychotronic rock band in Canada. Okay? Like, what are you talking about?
It's true.
We have the biggest cryptozoology expert from Atlanta.
Who is awesome.
Who also is a fine contributor. Okay?
I mean it when I love our little community. Yeah. I love it. I think it's great. I love our content creators on here.
Oh,
they
listen.
are amazing. Please go check out Corpus Earthling.
There's nothing I love
SoundCloud.
more than when I get a notification that we have a new subscriber and I look them up and I see that it's another content creator, there's nothing I love more.
It's great. Like, Blackwater Media is great. Go, like, if you love cryptozoology, he's awesome. Corpus Earthling, if you like psychotronic, like 70s or 80s, like theme, like lo-fi horror music.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. It's great. Go check them out on SoundCloud.
Horror, and if you listen to the podcast and you listen to Corpus Earthling, there's a lot of references you'll understand.
It's true.
There's a lot of B-movie references.
Yeah.
Okay?
But I don't know. Like,
the lore goes deep.
I love our little garnered, like, cult we've created. The Team Cone cult.
Yes, now
we must create unity.
Now you must drink the Kool-Aid.
We're going to pour gasoline on top of you. I'm just kidding.
Technically, sir, it was not Kool-Aid that they drank in Jonestown.
Oh, it was Flavor Aid.
Flavor Aid, you uncultured swines.
I didn't say Kool-Aid, okay? I knew it was Flavor Aid.
No, but that's the saying. Drink the Flavor Aid doesn't have the same ring to it.
Also, Jim Jones sold monkeys before he created the cult. So
his name is Jim Jones. So
and that's an actual fact. He sold, like, monkeys before he did that.
That's fair.
He was like a door-to-door monkey salesman. I'm not kidding.
Would you join a cult led by a man whose big qualification is I sold monkeys door-to-door? Because I personally, I'd be like, get the fuck out of my house.
Wild take. Maybe.
If you could convince someone to buy a monkey.
Wild take, I love monkeys, so maybe. You might get me on the monkey thing, okay? you might get me on the monkey thing.
If you could convince someone to buy a monkey at their doorstep,
it would not be hard to convince me to buy a monkey. I'm not gonna lie.
You could convince them to drink.
It would be pretty
poison flavor.
It'd be a little too easy to make me buy a monkey. I don't know about the poison Flavor Aid, but
fly off to a South American jungle.
Yeah, and build a temple for some guy who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Some psycho drug addict.
Again, different podcast. Everyone's talked about Jonestown at this point, but yeah. Go watch Bad Dreams.
You should.
Okay, go watch Bad Dreams. And let's all...
Let it give you good dreams.
Let's all unify, okay?
Yes, let's
get baptized in fire. Fuck it. For they mostly come out at night. This has been Will.
This has been Alex.
And we'll talk to you all later.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Remember, it all starts with unity. Unity.